Broadcasting from the Vegas Video Network studios, just steps from the Las Vegas Strip, it's Awkward Silence 2.1. And now, our favorite host in this particular time spot, it's Brandon Gooch Hahn.
Back again. Back again. Thank you. Thank you, special guest.
I love you, girl. We love you. I just want to say I love you, girls. Thank you. Yeah. Woo!
That's great. Right there. Welcome to Awkward Silence 2.1. My name is Brandon Gooch Hahn, and we're back after a 2-week vacation. What a momentous vacation I had, by the way. Hey, you need to email us? Don't worry, we got you taken care of. Awkward@VegasVideoNetwork.com. Awkward@VegasVideoNetwork.com, and we even have a phone number. 866-966-4599, 866-966-4599, and let's just say you didn't catch the whole show. Don't worry about it, Angel. Don't worry about it. We also have replays that you can see on iTunes and YouTube and Roku and VegasVideoNetwork.com, and let's just say you want to be a part of the show, we're asking you to be. You want to be a member? Hit us up on the live chat, VegasVideoNetwork.com/live, and you can be right here in the one-person studio audience, not counting the guest. So without any further ado, it's time for the seamless segue to camera number 2. Ooh, damn. Look at that bone structure. Thanks, Mom and Dad. All right, so in the news, a Detroit woman is trying to sue a movie distributor because she went and saw the movie Drive and left angry because the movie trailer wasn't anything like the movie The Fast and the Furious. Now, I got to tell you, I don't know why she would be so upset because the movie is not like The Fast and the Furious, because that means it's a good movie. You got your money's worth. To be totally honest with you, any movie that's not like The Fast and the Furious is Oscar-worthy. I want to give the people that made Smurfs 3D an Oscar for not putting Vin Diesel in the cast. And, according to a brand new study, birth control pills can now change the attraction levels of a woman that she feels towards a man. And it's funny because in other news, apparently birth control pills is a new slang for money. Hey, we're a little late, but all right. So a Chicago teenager is being accused of killing his parents, along with conspiring with his friends for a few months before they finally went into the couple's bedroom and beat them with baseball bats and then stole their money. Or in other words, stole their birth control pills. Try to stay young and hip. Now, to be totally honest with you, I read a story like this and it makes me hate my friends because I can't even get my friends to help me move. This kid somehow managed to trick his friends into helping him kill his parents. And how do you even get a group of young people to want to do something that vicious and malicious? What happened? Did they just walk into the kitchen after playing basketball? Hey, you guys thirsty? Let's go to the fridge. Well, let's see here. We have some soda, we have some purple stuff, and no Sunny Delight. Your mom didn't have any Sunny D? No. We got to kill that bitch. Absolutely, let's get the bats. A little dark. And in the country of Nigeria, mutilated bodies of children are being found along the country's roadside. And guess who we blame? Witch doctors. Ooh-ee. Ooh-ah-ah. Ting-tang, wagga-wagga, bing-bang. I went there. Yeah, apparently, according to most of the villagers, they say it's because the country's elite are actually paying these witch doctors to perform these child sacrifices because they think it's going to make them rich, which is very sad. Because to be totally honest with you, that just goes to show you how far behind the times the country of Nigeria really is. Let's get with it. Because over here in America, we kill our very own children, and then we let Hollywood pay us for the story. When will they learn? When will they learn? So in Las Vegas news, we got our very own Courtney Leone out front of the Tropicana Hotel and Casino with some unbelievable news. Hey, Court.
Hey, Peggy. Gooch, how's you doing?
I'm doing good. Howard's yous doing?
I'm a little, it's like forget about it.
No, we really can't. This is live TV and people watching, and we got to do this.
Hey. Look. Don't disrespect me, okay? Do you know who you're talking to? I'm in the Leone family.
Yeah, I know. Your last name's Leone. What's with the accent?
Gooch, I'm Italian. It's what I do. Look, I'm a businesswoman, all right? Don't disrespect me. Capiche? Capiche.
we really got to do this bit. Can we get started on this piece?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I'm just busting your balls here. Don't get your panties all up in a bunch. All right, okay, look, I'm here outside the Tropicana because they're changing the Mob Museum. It used to be the Mob Experience. Now it's going to be the National Museum of Organized Crime and Law Enforcement. Law enforcement, too. Can you believe it?
I guess. When's this change going to take place?
February 14th, 2012, in honor of the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Rest in peace, Al Capone.
So let me get this straight here. A bunch of mafia members murdered 7 people, and now we're going to celebrate this occasion by opening a museum dedicated to murderers and thieves? You know, that'd be like me opening up a sports memorabilia store on June 12th.
What's that for?
That was the day Nicole Brown Simpson was murdered.
I'm sorry, but that's not really relevant with the time consistency here. You couldn't find a more topical joke to do?
I did that Casey Anthony joke before, and I just thought if we did it twice, whatever.
Anyway, back to character. $42 million went into this project. Can you believe it? That kind of money? I could never.
Well, where did the money come from?
Mayor Oscar Goodman backed it. That's all you need to know, okay?
Didn't he represent the mafia back in the day?
What are you implying?
I'm not implying anything.
Well, what are you saying?
Just, that's a lot of money.
Hey, don't worry about the money, all right? It's a gift, you bukak.
What's a bukyak?
I don't know. I heard Polly Walnut say it once on The Sopranos.
Courtney Leone, everyone.
Tell your mother I say hello.
All right, let's pass the mic. Pass the mic. This is the portion of the show where you, the viewer, get to ask me, the host, a question through email. awkward@vegasvideonetwork.com. That's awkward@vegasvideonetwork.com. Scott, what's up?
2 questions. First from Carl. Carl wants to know, hey, all of a sudden I appeared on TV. Soon there'll be a very famous person in that seat. Carl wants to know, have you ever lost your place while on stage? And if so, how do you fix that?
Oh, so I lost my place. Basically, if you ask any comic, you got to just try and pretend like nothing even happened, even though the whole audience knows exactly what happened. I tend to like to make a joke out of the whole situation, but that's just me, though. Mark Curry, our guest, might do something different. Wink.
Last question from Tracy. Is being a comic hard on relationships?
Absolutely. Especially if you like to talk about your life and your comedy act. Women don't like to hear jokes about their vagina for some reason. It's just crazy. Crazy bitches. Okay. Now that's it for Pass the Mic. We'll be back with our headliner in just a little bit. Now let's take a station ID.
Hi, I'm Chris Phillips from Talk Tales, and you're watching the Vegas Video Network. And if you stop by the studio, our producer Scott's going to buy everybody a drink.
One wish, it would be to be Chris Phillips for just a day. Zoe Bowie, check him out. And now it's time for our headliner. Our headliner has been seen on every single comedy network that you could think of, Comedy Central, Showtime, HBO. He had his very own television show called Hangin with Mr. Cooper, and he'll be headlining down at the Las Vegas Hilton this week, Friday and Saturday at 10 o'clock for the Icons of Comedy series. Let's make some noise for the very funny Mark Curry. Hey! I think he said hello.
Yeah, I did.
Mark Curry, what's going
Gooch,
on?
I love your porno movies. I saw you when you were younger, that porno movie you did. It was incredible.
Well, thanks. You know,
That was
I didn't really get my mom didn't like it for some reason.
Yeah, I saw her walk by in the back. It was low budget, but it was good. It was different.
She got tired of holding the boom mic. I understand.
It was good. Family. Keep it family, baby. Keep it family. That's what I like, a studio when I come on and it's real. This is a real studio. Look at this. They just keep this here. You never know what for, but I feel real.
I know, right?
Thank you. This is real.
Just in
realism.
case we needed to plug something in.
Just in case. This is realism.
Real tape.
This is the internet. This is realism. Realness. This is not like the other studios where they clean it up. They keep things here, props.
Yeah. Other studios don't have real tape. They just have things that look like tape. It doesn't even stick.
This is real.
We put a lot of money into this. There's a lot of budget. We have a huge budget down
I'm checking it out. It's such a beautiful thing. The flat screen TVs. When I walked in, the valet gave me a latte and kissed me on my neck. That was different.
Would you like to make this guest feel like
that was
somebody,
really nice. The little chick wanted to take me in the back. I said, after interview time, I said, later on. Thank you. Thank you. Later on, after interview, I hook you out. That's what we do here.
So the last time I saw you, you were actually trying to work on a reality TV show. You were going to put it on your website.
It was a sexually based show with everyone.
I remember.
Put everybody
I still feel
into
dirty.
the house. Yeah. We would take prisoners who had just released out of more than 15 or 20 years, and we would lock them in with collegiate students, female collegiate students, and just get a real learning experience out of life. And we'll lock them in at the house, and we'll put cameras up, much like we have here, and just go with it. And that's reality TV. Reality TV can't be scripted.
No, not at all.
Reality TV is taking some prisoners and locking them in the house, and with weapons, and that's reality.
See, and that's reality TV. First off, let's stop this conversation right now because I think you just came up with the next big television show. If we take the Big Brother show.
The Big Brother show.
Put some weapons in with it.
Some weapons. I like
Mark
that.
Curry host.
We take Fear Factor in Iraq. All we want you to do is run across the street. That's all we want you to do. $1 million.
Fear Factor in Iraq.
Wouldn't that be incredible?
I love it. I love it.
That would be.
God, when is Mark Curry going to make the jump to producer? Is what I want.
Well, these things that we have submitted to the networks, but too much agreeing, they just get kind of scared when you talk about weapons and guns and things like that. But they let shows like, The Corner. And HBO has every black show on is about the corner, dope. They let these shows on, but they won't let me take some gangbangers in, 2 different sets of gangbangers, put them in a house and hide weapons and put reality TV up. That to me is something I would pay to watch. He found the butcher knife. He found the ammunition. When he find the Uzi, it's gonna be in his close quarters. Imagine that,
I'm getting.
You feeling it?
I know, honestly. I'm so excited for the new horizon of television. Let Mark Curry, NBC, you're a bunch of assholes. Let's get Mark Curry back in there and make this happen.
That's what I'm saying.
Please.
The Hooker family. I'm trying to get a sitcom where I marry a hooker, and and I bring her in with my family, and we try to integrate. It's different.
Now, how far are we willing to go for this? Is the hooker still addicted to meth or crack, or is she just trying to clean up her life and let Mark Curry come to the rescue? Not only do you look
never added that piece,
like the loving husband, but you also come in as a father figure as well.
I'm the father figure to her also because she's younger.
Right.
So she's the same age as my daughter. And so she's my wife.
Went to high school with her.
How'd you know?
They never hung out.
Yeah, no, she was actually a year older than my daughter. So that's the dynamic right there. The networks wants to know what's the big thing that's going to draw you in. This hoe was in the same class as my daughter, but flunked out.
Right.
And so it's just they know each other. So here I am. I'm also the father and the husband. And she's on meth, like you said, and crack. So I'm trying to help her, but trying to help her with her homework.
If we can get a guy to do like a Popeye or a Bullwinkle impression, like Dave Coulier, we could have a full house, just like what you were talking about.
Can we get Dave?
Actually, I think that could be the crack addict.
If you're out there and you see this, we need you. We need your brilliance. I saw what you did on Full House. It was brilliant.
Well, actually, I'm pretty sure.
When you walked in and said, girls, it was just the way he said it.
Well, what if we had Dave Coulier be the hooker that you were talking about?
Exactly.
Dress him up, put the lipstick all over his face.
I like that bosom buddies hooker.
Exactly.
I like that.
Come on.
No, she could be a transvestite. Maybe a tranny that I didn't know was a tranny, and I found that out maybe on the 7th episode. Whoa.
Yeah. I know. But actually, we could build it up. With the episodes leading to it, and then we could have like the light piano music playing in the background on a very special.
Mr. Cooper, he finds out. Right,
very special.
And how I find out is that I throw her a pass and she dunks.
Yeah. alley-oop.
Special episode.
Actually, she's hanging from the
She's
rim.
hanging from the
Nuts
rim.
in your face.
Yeah,
you know, somebody's just.
Exactly.
What? How did this happen?
I like
oh,
that. Yeah,
I didn't see that
I like
coming.
that. See, that's what creativity is all about, getting two people together. You see that, people? We created a sitcom here. I like that.
You know, and that's one thing I
You
want
look like Dave Coulier a little
I'm
bit.
trying to be like Dave Coulier.
A young
Coulier,
Young
right?
Coulier.
Well, I mean, what was that singer's name that Dave Coulier? Alanis Morissette. I could try.
He hit that?
Yeah, he did hit
I
it.
did,
yeah.
I did too.
Exactly.
Incredible.
Well done.
Yeah. And
Exactly.
and
Jagged
David
little
Copperfield
pill.
watched.
Sure,
He was
David
watched
Copperfield.
in the back doing
As soon as he made the Statue of Liberty disappear, there's
Yeah.
Mark Curry. Oh, sorry
He's
about
like,
that.
hey, it's
Weird.
me. Yeah, it was
Weird.
different. I felt, Florence Henderson was there too.
Right, of
I have
course,
orgies.
of
I have
course.
major orgies when I'm in Vegas.
Well, you have to throw in a
Lawrence
little bit of the Brady
Henderson. I
Bunch.
just did Liza Minnelli. They just older women just fall asleep in the middle of an orgy. I hate that. Are you dead? Are you asleep?
One thing that I like about your comedy act, though, is you have some scripted material, but a lot of it is just like what we were doing, just improv,
Yes,
straight
improv.
off the cuff.
Improv.
And every time I've ever seen you do it, you kill. And what do you think the secret to good improv?
Well, the
is?
secret to good improv is to know everything. You got to, be.
You got to know everything.
I mean, when I say that, you got to read. You can't be biased. You have to read the newspaper. I check the internet. I know a little bit about everything that's going on, whether it be topical or not topical. You got to know, because people are going to ask you. You know, we have an audience here. You guys go ahead and ask some questions, and let's try some improv.
Right.
And I'll let you know where it came from. Was it organic? Was it generic? Was it biodegradable? You know what I'm saying?
Are we going green with this
Yes,
improv?
brother.
Is that what we're
I
doing?
tried to keep my comedy in green just to, save the environment.
Matter of fact, as soon as you said that, we have a chat question. Scott, what's up?
Yeah, Bill wants to know, how often does Mark add new written material to his act?
With new written material every day, Todd. Or can I call you T? Or can I call you Odd?
Or Bill?
Take the T off. I'll
Bill.
call you Bill. Every day I write. Every day I write. That sounds like a new rap. Every day I write. Every day I write. Every day I come up with new stuff. Yeah, I write every day.
Okay,
Every day, because there's something happening every day. Michael Jackson trial. How can you not write on that? Conrad Murray. Look at Jermaine Jackson. I think he's putting propofol in his hair. They found that DNA propofol was in his hair, and they're questioning Jermaine right now. They think he was there. Jermaine they found a key on Jermaine that he would come into the back and give Mike a little propofol and put some in his hair. He had enough propofol in his hair to run an emergency room for, they said, almost a year and a half.
He just came into the.
Yeah.
Everybody get ready to go to sleep.
Exactly. So little things like that.
Right.
I just pick on things. Anything else you want me to talk about? Let's do some ad-libbing live. You've never seen this on the internet before. You've never seen a comedian go live. Who?
Bottle of water. Yeah, exactly. Is that what we're gonna do?
But you know
Name
what?
a place. Paris.
Yeah, but you know what? When we do this, we don't do things like bottle of water. It's an act of telling jokes. It's not like try to stump the guy. Bricks.
Yeah. This will make a great show. Umbrellas, go for it.
Yeah, it's things in the news that, when you're in the context of a comedy show, I say to the people, what do you want to talk about, people? Many times you go to a show and the comedian is like, same old boo. So I give the people opportunity to talk about what they want to talk about.
But unlike other improv like troops, for example, it's not like, hey, you guys throw out a place. Throw out an object, throw out a verb.
That's
You're not
bullshit.
doing that, but you're talking to them. I mean, honestly, the things that you do is you look at somebody and you pick one little thing about them. You might look at their nails and then boom, and then it's the next 5-10 minutes.
I go with it. I have fun with it like that because everybody's unique, everybody is different, and everybody, you can kind of pick what a person is like. I can kind of tell what you're like right now.
Let's do it.
I can go in your room and tell you all the things you got. I could just look at you and tell,
All right.
and you go with it.
Okay.
I don't want to do it.
You don't want to do it.
Trust me.
It's like you have a dead body.
He has a bong made out of something different. He has a story on this bong. Well, I got this
Okay,
one.
move along.
I said a thong. I didn't say bong. I said a thong.
Oh, a thong. Oh, okay.
From the porno days.
My mom might be watching.
Yeah, your mom is
my
watching.
mom already knows about
What's your
the
mom's
porno
name?
like we discussed, Cindy.
Cindy, we wanted to say we love you. Cindy, it's all about you. Thank you for making Gooch. Gooch.
Thank you, Mother. It's like a public service announcement or something. Hey, we got another chat question. What's going on, Scott?
Yeah, Nate wants to know, are you an Apple fan? And what did you think of Steve Jobs?
Way to bring down the mood, Nate. My
No.
God.
Good question, Nate. I am a total Apple fan. I don't believe in any other computer. When Steve Jobs died, I almost cried. It was one of the worst things ever that to me that has happened to me, because he changed the game so completely, just in not only computering but in life, where he taught you how to take things to another level. I'm sorry, another level. Because here we were satisfied with what we had. And that's what we do in American society. We're satisfied. Oh, this is good enough. But he said no.
Yeah.
No, let's take it to another level. He wanted it thinner. This is too big. I want, which was incredible. And that's what we need to think in America. We're so cookie cutter, and everything is a damn same. Look at the American car. Can we get a dashboard that look like a damn foreign car? God damn. Can we get something that, you know what I mean? Stop thinking cookie cutter. He changed the way, and that's what I liked about him.
Who do you think changed the game as far as comedy is concerned?
Richard Pryor and Bill Cosby.
Okay.
The only two. Those are my two. But there's other guys too. Bill Hicks, who's not here.
Yeah.
Sam Kinison, who's not here. These are veteran guys who were incredible, who changed the game. But Richard Pryor, I think he changed the game. Him and Bill Cosby were exactly the same. So Richard had to change because, Bill Cosby, didn't cuss, and so Rich, changed the game by you seeing characters talk. You never seen that in comedy. But the dog talking, hey, I'm gonna eat you. There's little things like that, So definitely changed the game. Richard Pryor by far. No one else.
You just named like 4 people right there. Richard Pryor. The other 3 that I mentioned.
Yeah, but Richard really changed.
I understand. We got another chat question. What's going on?
Yeah, first of all, Nate wants to say he's sorry
Why?
for bringing it down. He said, I just tried to play it
No,
off.
Apple Computer's the best in the
They
world.
are. I got
we love
one.
you.
I love it. I got
and
an
you notice
iPhone.
how Apple put BlackBerry down, a couple of days after Steve Jobs died. That's what I'm talking. BlackBerry went black. That is not a accident, people. Apple showed their power to you, BlackBerry. It shows what you can do, motherfuckers. Watch this. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
First
about.
of all, NBC's on the air or on the live chat. They want to talk about the prostitute show.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I'm telling
Are
you.
you seeing any new comedians that you like? And also, Clownboy wants to know, what do you think of Lenny Bruce?
Lenny Bruce was he was groundbreaking. He was groundbreaking, definitely groundbreaking. Lenny Bruce was definitely groundbreaking with the cursing. First man to put that out there. He was incredible. He was incredible. He went to jail for doing comedy. So he is our Rosa Parks. We like to thank you, Rosa Parks. Thank you, Lenny Bruce, for going to jail so we can say, motherfucking bitch. I'm sorry.
He's a trendsetter.
It's a trendsetter,
Exactly.
yes. How about new comedians?
Yeah, you don't really see any, because you know
Not
what?
really.
That was one thing I wanted to bring up, is because, like you brought up, we'll never see another Richard Pryor or another George Carlin or another Bill Cosby in our day.
No.
It just
Carlin,
seems
George Carlin, too.
George Carlin, yeah, and it's because those guys, like you said, it's like Pryor, Carlin, and Lenny Bruce.
Yeah.
They all went to jail for their craft.
Yeah.
Now you could say whatever you want, and even way beyond what those guys
I don't
were
want to diss the
talking
young
about.
comedians, but you got to put your time in first for me to check you out. There's a lot of funny guys, but you guys, you all sound the same. You all sound the same shit. No one comes with nothing different. I don't know. I look at myself. So, I think there's some young comedians. There's no one out there that makes me. Every time I see a guy, I say, I think he's funny, but it takes time. It's how you mature into your craft. Everybody's funny, but what do you become at the end? At the end of a couple of years, what kind of comedian are you? Are you bitter? Are you racist? Are you, what's your style?
How long do you think it took you to find out what comic you wanted to
It took me, man, I just figured that out maybe 5 years ago.
Really?
Really, I've been doing comedy since '87. Who I really was. I got Mr. Cooper, and that took me for a while. Suddenly I was Barney. I had a kid show, but I was a comedian. So I went through a lot of, you know, I'm from the hood, but I got this, I got this. So it was just, I went through a lot. So it took me, you know, maybe until 5 years, I finally realized that I was funny, that I'm confident in what I do.
5 years?
Yeah, ago. I've been doing it since '87.
And how long have you been headlining?
I've been headlining. Well, you know, the comedy clubs wouldn't play me, wouldn't headline me, even though I was funnier than all the goddamn comedians out there. But, you know, comedy clubs like to play that game, well, we don't want to headline him and all that bullshit, you know. So I come from the Punchline days, Punchline, San Francisco, where they didn't want to headline me. Bob Sarlight and all these dudes and weak motherfuckers. Not the Fox, but the Fox. Whoever the people who ran the comedy competition, you a bunch of bullshit assholes. Bitches. You and your wife, Foxes, straight bitches. That's right, your wife a bitch, you a bitch. And so you guys should stop running the illegal comedy competition.
And you can see Mark Curry's new sitcom on Fox this weekend.
That's
Sundays
right.
at 8 o'clock. We got another chat.
Family.
We got another chat question.
Yes, Laura says, loved you or loved hanging with Mr. Cooper. Are you working on any other TV stuff?
Yes. Yes, I am, because I saw Tim Allen come back, you know, on the new show, and I was praying. I watched the show like, yes, because his comeback is my comeback. In television, they seem to go with different people. If you can't rap, you know, you can't get a job. You know, so you got veterans like me who's funny, who can't get a job because people think you older. You know, he did Mr. Cooper. He's too old. So half the people on TV don't know what the fuck they're doing. You know, they just go with the next funny person. They go with the same person who they think is funny instead of looking like a guy like me, a veteran.
Right.
But I will come back to TV and I will have a hit show. I guarantee you on that.
And that was one thing I wanted to ask too is, do you think, I mean, because Mr. Cooper was a very successful show, do you think that may kind of hurt your chances a little bit? Like just because it was because a lot of people were like, that's Mr. Cooper.
Yeah, definitely hurts my chances. Again, Hollywood.
But just like
is
you brought up Tim
narrow-minded.
Allen, like you brought up Tim Allen. I mean, he was Tim the Toolman Taylor.
But he came back. And he wasn't too old. See, normally, just like they did Johnny Carson had a great show, Tonight Show, but Jay Leno came and kind of took his show because they felt Johnny was too old, even though he was perfect at what he did. So they think you're too old, they think you're over the hill, they think, you know, they try to get that new person, but I will be back on television. I guarantee you, as soon as my ass hit TV, I'll go #1 again.
I like that attitude.
I believe it.
Do you think that's a big reason for your success is the confidence?
You know,
believing in yourself. I mean, because a lot of people they might hear what you're saying and go, look, man, I don't know, he's kind of arrogant, but you're not. You're just saying exactly what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, I've been working hard. I mean, I've been working at my craft. My goal was to become a good comedian. After Mr. Cooper, I felt I wasn't a good comedian. I felt I wasn't going out like I should. You know, fame had got to me. I wasn't hitting the road. I wasn't funny like I knew I was funny. So I would go out on the road. I'd get paid. I would do the show. But, you know, like, man, they just laughed because I was Mr. Cooper. You say anything. But now I feel funny. And now I'm confident. Now I'm ready for another sitcom. I'm ready. You know, you got to be ready mentally. I'm ready to accept this. I'm ready to go on the road, do things the way I want to do.
Right.
I've been on this road a long time, and no one can take that from me.
Right.
And I feel I'm funny. You know.
Like when you actually are going for a sitcom, do you come up with the idea and pitch it, or does somebody say, "Hey, you'd be perfect for this part"?
Well, you know, it depends. Sometimes it depends on what the deal is. I mean, I could write it down. If the networks don't like it, they ultimately want to do is use their writers. That's the main thing. So you can create an idea, and their writer is going to get to it and change it and put, you know, his 2 cents in so he can get his money.
Right.
So it's kind of, unless I go with a writer from the network, they don't like, me and you go in and say, well, who's going to write it? They like to have one of their guys.
Right.
So what you want to do is hook up with the network, find out who they like, and you two write it and do it.
Okay.
You know.
So we're getting ready to wrap up the show.
Wrap this baby up.
But before we leave,
Awkward Silence 2.1. I got my man Gooch hanging with me.
okay. I thought you were saying you can't rap. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
That's better than 30% of the songs I hear nowadays.
That's right.
So
you've never seen this before on television.
You never seen it. So,
Please don't do that.
This is weird.
But it's all about goddamn ratings.
He's going to go out like the guy from,
You don't see this on fucking CNN. You don't see this on CNN.
Yeah, all of a sudden he goes out like
Suicide.
David. Yeah, just don't go out like David Carradine, all right? Just,
I know. I know. David Carradine.
Curry goes out with his
getting
dick
the
in his hand. We're like, oh.
I know. David Carradine went out like a champion. Don't laugh at him. He came, the moment of death, he was having an orgasm.
You look like
They found him like this.
You look like Fred from Scooby-Doo with that thing.
This is it.
Like
This
an
is it.
ascot.
This is it.
All right.
There's going to be somebody going to complain. There's always, I didn't like when he hung himself at the end. I mean, I didn't really like that.
Thank God
Keep
you're
going.
tall.
Go ahead and talk. Go ahead.
But don't do that. Before we get you out of here, we like to play a little game called 3 Under 30. This is where we get to ask you, the guests, 3 questions in under 30 seconds. You just got to answer them under 30 seconds. You ready?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Question number 1. What is the capital of California?
Capital of California got to be Compton, because I see a lot of black people moving around. Compton.
All right, we'll go with Compton.
Fuck that, Compton. That's
Compton. All right. Hey, look. All right. Inglewood is always no up to no good. Who delivered the Gettysburg Address?
You know it had to have been a black man. That's wrong. It was a lot of fighting, a lot of shit going on. Then what I did said, go get Henry. Henry was like, huh? Well, I got to do it. It was a brother. His name was Run.
Okay.
And he ran.
And DMC was he was a campaign. And then the last question is, what is the second verse to Lionel Richie's Hello?
Second verse of Lionel Richie Hello was, people, they blocked it out. It was like, this is some really good. He was high when he did it.
Okay.
So
actually, there's a good chance. It was the 70s.
Say you, say me. That's getting high in front of the bathroom. I'm so high, I feel like dancing on the ceiling. Wow, I could see the chick 3 times. 3 times the lady.
3 times.
He was high.
We ate a brick house.
Yeah, a brick house. Brick. Come on, he was high when he did it.
Well, Mark Curry, thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, he's getting out of here. I'm out.
Yeah, look at that.
You can catch Mark Curry. He'll be headlining down at the Las Vegas Hilton tomorrow and Sunday. 10 o'clock are your show times.
Right.
Mark Curry. Be back next Friday, 12:30. For Awkward Silence 2.1. Thank you very much.
Awkward Silence 2.1.
Brandon Gooch on. And don't forget to catch out the replay on Roku, iTunes, YouTube, and VegasVideoNetwork.com for the rest of the week. My name is Brandon Gooch. Thank you, Mark Curry. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.